Hi! Welcome back to How to Build a Computer from Scratch for Beginners, the 5-minute guide. And if you're expecting a joke about the name, alright, so today the video is about monitors. So yeah, obviously, like many of the other things we've talked about, it almost seems kind of self-explanatory. You know, monitors are things that you're going to view. You know, but yeah, it is kind of important. And have you really seen monitors? Like, have you looked through like descriptions and stuff? There's so many like LED, LCDs, OLED, ISP, ultra wides, you know, big screen and everything in between. So it gets a little overwhelming. So that's what this video is going to be about. But before we get started, go ahead and check out our other videos. Link in the description or above my head. Check those out, see and kind of get up to speed on where we're at with the videos. Come back whenever you're done viewing those. As I said, there's a bunch of terms to the screen sizes and everything like that. So we're gonna try and fit that into the 5 minutes here. So I may go a little quickly, so bear with me. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the types. So we've got LCD, LED, OLED. LCD is going to be probably the oldest on this list, and it uses like a fluorescent type backlighting. LED, which is a light emitting diode, actually has the light emitting off of what's projecting the colors and stuff. So it's going to be the most efficient, energy efficient on this list. And it may be a little bit more expensive than LCD, but generally they've come down in prices to where they're almost comparable. Then there's OLED. OLED's going to probably be the most expensive. It's organic light emitting diode is what it stands for. It's generally preferred by most professionals or like bigger screen TVs. So now we're going to go on to the acronyms or features that you might see. So TN is going to be twisted pneumatic, those are panels. Those are the types of panels you'll see with the high refresh rates, 140 hertz, 240 hertz, whatever the case is. Generally, those are TN panels. IPS panels are in-plane switching panels, and those are generally for people who want to be able to view it from different angles. Is mostly what that's for. Then there's G-Sync, which is an NVIDIA proprietary technology that they've made that helps with screen tearing, kind of like V-Sync. If you've ever seen that in video games, it's something that is a chip that's put into the monitors to help sync with the graphics card to help, again, with screen tearing. FreeSync is pretty much the same thing that G-Sync is. Everybody thinks that it's AMD, but it's actually open source. AMD is just helping them implement it into their graphics cards because it's open source. So NVIDIA could use it, AMD can use it, Joe Schmo video card could use it if they wanted to. It's open source, which is pretty nice. That generally means that FreeSync monitors are going to be cheaper than G-Sync monitors. To connector types, VGA is probably the oldest and the most well-known. It's that blue plug. They call it D-stub for some people. It's the oldest style. It generally handles up to 1080. DVI would be the next oldest one. It's that longer white, generally white plug-in. It can handle up to 1080 as well, sometimes a little bit further than that, but generally 1080. It can handle some audio. It kind of depends on the connectors as well as what it's plugging into, the video card and the monitor. HDMI, which is the first kind of HD connector that we've had in the last decade or so, and this one can handle well up above 4K. This one definitely handles audio without any special cables or anything like that. The cables can handle it. In fact, even some of them have Ethernet capability, so depending upon the equipment it's plugging into, can handle some data to like TVs generally is what those are for. Then we have DisplayPort. This is the newest one on the scene. It looks kind of like an HDMI. You can probably see it on the screen here. It looks kind of like an HDMI, looks more like a D, but it can handle well over 8K, and they're progressively coming up with newer technologies. I believe they're up to 1.4 right now, which can handle 8K. And it does also handle audio, and it also for sure handles G-Sync and FreeSync. Congratulations! We're at the halfway point. You've made it through. Congratulations. I want to take a moment to thank you guys for watching up to this point. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. and hit the little bell icon to get notified whenever we have new videos. So now, on to the breakdown. I don't know why I clenched my fist. I'm gonna just kind of make some general suggestions for the average user. 24-inch screens are big enough. Generally, that's the size that they start becoming 1080. They're good. They're a good space. I feel like they're not too wide. They're not too big, so you're not having to look around the screen. Most of it's within your field of view. Other than that, things you might want to look for is like a good refresh rate if you're a gamer. Definitely check out the suggestions I have in the description. And as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up in the comments. This is how to build a computer from scratch for beginners, the 5-minute guide. We'll see you next time, guys.